Probably should have been mashing on impact like a scrub. Dude's not a good player. Dude's a bum. He's just demon flipping.
Definitely. Oh yeah. J-Dog. Yes.
Like that bum would beat me already. Fuck out of here.
Your underground terrain is popping up through the back half of the where we hit level out that way. It's popping up. It is again. Yeah.
Fucking trash ass. Fucking players. So.
How is that
What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time. And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. King.
This bout is scheduled.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny sky.
All right. It's hard. You've got to concentrate, preserve that energy, because when the heat's on you and you get hit, that's double heat.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country. And that's the opening bell, round one. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Unlucky to miss with that jab. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Ted, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Just missing with the uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. Good count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's a
tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
On to the second round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They both want the knockout. counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
These two were made for each other. Swing and a miss with that jab. He scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into...
Get your mind back on the track.
On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we're seeing? There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Counter punching. This with that jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice stop, but that won't score. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too...
Forget about that round.
Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he misses with that straight left. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
left hook missed. Beautiful counter shot. Solid punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last. Let's see how they respond. Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
They exchange punches. Just missing with the right uppercut. Be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Men step back for just a moment. This fight has a real good flow to it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Come on, switch on.
This is the beginning of round 6. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter. Hook misses. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. And the kid goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I'd want to see that again. Where did that come from?
They're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round.
Go back out there and win this one.
There's the bell to start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That uppercut does not score. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters.
Switching up.
And there's the bell for round 8. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice counter shot. Just avoids the left uppercut. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Shot from the gut.
Are you okay?
So time to go celebrate.
Fucking bum. Bum. Bum.
Fire meets ice. Garcia. Campbell. Fire meets ice. Who will win?
How many players use OPS correctors? Sugar Ray Rob. Sugar Ray Rob. You can fight Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray? You crazy?
Let's fight.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
What are you doing? You switched off completely.
Let's do it.
Stupid ass fucking bomb.
1,
Crap,
2,
fucking bomb.
3,
God
4,
damn.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Bomb. Bomb. Fucking bitch. Josh, I think I got a game on me because of Street Fighter 6. Fucking bomb. Josh, bomb got a game on me because of Street Fighter 6. He ain't taking no fucking skill. This fucking bum can't get a game off me in Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter. Even scrub ass Street Fighter 5, this bum can't get a game off me, bro. This guy's a bum, bro. This guy's a fucking bum. Game is too easy for bro. Fucking trash ass fucking bum. Put the guy live. Watch this funny dude. You playing Mario? This guy bored as hell. This guy playing Mario. He's bored as hell, bro.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here.
King Rock.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Caught him. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robbins. What do we expect to see here in round 2? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Tried to score with a jab. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
These counter punches have to hurt. Failing to score with that right hook. Nice counter. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. There's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Right uppercut can't find a home. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That counter shot lands. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
What a punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to... Here we go to the fourth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The perfect counter lands. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? The punch is beginning to take its toll. They exchange punches. Hold it right there. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. In that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think, come on, bell, ring up.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Missing with the left hook. Perfect counter shot. You've got someone with the hands. Did you see that? Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. It appears at the moment of trouble. Oh, right there. Wow, what a shot. And it's over. A home run swing, and that will do it here. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out. You are right.
It happened. You saw it here live.
Abdullah Mesa. That's so correct.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Corny.
He looked nothing like him. He looked nothing like
We've
him,
got
man.
high hopes for this contest
There's
with these
nothing
two
like that
fighters. Should be a
motherfucker.
really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, alongside up first, King Ryan Garcia. All the talking has been.
Oh, he's small too? Nice.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Good counter-punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter-punch. Beautiful counter shot. Jab misses. They exchange punches. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. Which Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Just misses with that uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I see.
Win this round.
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You're fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he scores with the counter. One of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he misses with that straight left. The perfect counter lands. He missed with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Punch. Just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Big shot, and down goes Garcia. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. There's the bell to start round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to
Catch and shoot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, then look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
We're at the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Right uppercut just off target. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet. There's the bell for round 6. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Some more action here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Goes the uppercut, but misses. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has... Here we go, it's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And the kid goes down. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the... Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That uppercut can't get through. You'd like to see more jabs. That uppercut does not score. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a dominant performance.
No fucking skill. Oh man. Hopefully they fix this game next season. I doubt it. Doubt it, seriously. I doubt it, seriously. I doubt it, seriously. They gonna fix this game. They ain't gonna fix this game.
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now, up first, Kingmaker from the United States of America. King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Some of the fastest hands in all of boxing.
As soon as
This bout is scheduled.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're
What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. No rest for the weary. Good counter punching. Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
in such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just arm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the jab. Just missing with the right uppercut. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different...
Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
They miss with that counter punch. Catch and shoot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's get it started in round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. That hook was off target. They exchange punches. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nope, that jab not going to score. There's a counter shot. Nice punch. They miss with the jab. The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging could be. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The straight right just misses. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down. Back into the fray here in round 5. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Well done with that counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Big shot, and down goes Garcia. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, it's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your ball.
Let's see how the corner handles the... This is the beginning of round 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just...
Oh, my God, Johnny. Are we about to see Ryan? And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I've got to see that again.